The soul creates through you consciousness with sublime experiences. You are the one who sustains a creation of a force so big it needs a body just to pass through. Art is the image of the soul, the clarity of the river, a beautiful spring that surrenders us smoothly and awakens. Elle naît d'une pureté claire, like an unspoiled spring and treasure. Art is the image of the soul, feelings written in words that come from inside. Art is the image of the soul, like an open book, like the glimmer of knowledge. It comes and goes when it wants. A flower with inexplicable shapes, a seed from deep inside that grows from the soul, that grows from the soul. We are a machine with complex functions, but who am I? Just a brook awakened in the river of the universe. What do I know about the word? We are one with them in breath and thought, and the collective consciousness grows and gets bigger through every one of us. Its paths are unknown, certainly immaterial. It comes and goes when it wants. L'âme crée à travers toi. The soul creates through you without asking, without warning, just arriving and making something true. Art is the image of the soul, and you are the image of something greater that chose you to speak through a seed from deep inside that grows from the soul and becomes the flower with inexplicable shapes that the world didn't know it needed until you made it. Close your eyes and let the body remember what the mind has been too loud to hear. Breathe into the depth and let the past and future become merely a study from here. The present is here, and when the mind is awake, and the deepness you feel is not a mistake. To as un miracle you are meant to be. Energy and sound are all you need to see. Close your eyes and remember that the cosmos and the universe and you are a perpetual circle of the new. Close your eyes and the strength returns, and the serenity and the peace that the silence earns. Stop the asking for a moment. What was before was before. Here in the absolute, feelings of joy can overwhelm the core. That is where we came from, where we were born. Remember to be, to listen, to see the white waves passing through us all. Ferme les yeux et souviens-toi. Be still, beautiful and real. The physical world will wait while the deeper world is felt and healed. Close your eyes and remember you are the strength and the energy. Be you in total synergy. Close your eyes and the absolute is already you. The torment that always wakes. Today you are, and maybe tomorrow, and it resurrects in more pronounced colors, more than ever before. Unforgettable. How can it give birth to such a feeling? I dream with open, enormous eyes, and you are close, and then you disappear into the distance of a sleep I cannot follow. Do I bring you into my life? Will you come and go again? Parle-moi, tell me what you think. Tell me, great universe, tell me. How do I bring you into my life? Burning light inside my chest, in your shines the moon. Your love is like the verse, material and immaterial at the same time. How do I bring you into this life of mine? Into mine. Kissing you at least once is what I imagine, but maybe I am only dreaming. The unreal wishes, where do they go when you wake and the closed one has gone back into the vast unnamed dark that gives and takes? In your eyes a dream, or have you always been the life I live inside the dream? I close my eyes and begin to imagine, free to dream, not of castles, not of crowns, but of the stars, the sun, the moon, becoming one by union. The serenity of the sky, the serenity of the mind. You, the ancients, always strong, always light, always wonderful. Vous nous donnez l'énergie and the force to dream and live. I make a bow for you and thank you that you keep the life in this worldly place. And to you, beautiful earth, so good to us, I send respect and grace. We are one soul that split into more long ago. Since we hurt each other, we've been getting cold, and warmth needs to be held, needs to be held. The world where we are was born from a star. We grew along the tree together. We were free. We learned to cry together, for the rain to fall, to wash the deepest fears. The grace was when the first drop came, was proof that we were saved. We are one soul who split into more. And long time since we hurt each other, we've been forgetting the warmth. La grâce, l'amour pour l'univers, to be a flower in a verse, to overcome the cold by helping all be held. I make a bow for you, beautiful earth that has known love and war, and is still here, still giving, still good. I make a bow for every day, for the warmth, for the grace, for the one soul in all its faces, all its faces. the beginning of the two. I asked, but no reply. I prayed for you to simply say hello. And now I've found the love again, and it was you, my love, foreseen. A true love is there to be, to exist, for the soul to live, to shine and to be able just to give. Un amour véritable, for the soul to finally live. My love, I searched since the beginning. My love, through every life and every reckoning. Good morning, life is what I say. I deeply thank you for today, for the light and for the feeling of being a creature of believing. My love, I found you again. We dream with open eyes at open roads where time just flies. We cry and laugh, we care, because we are. It is us who decide to be the image we agree to see. My only true desire rises from a burning fire, to climb the fears and be relieved of all the tears. From the hour of surrender to the question of the running, from the travelers of stars to the storm that kept on coming, from the closed eyes of the meditation to the pure faith, to the present and the absence, from the longing to the Danube, from the ruin to the dawn, from the fog lifting to the gratitude, from the dream to the art, from the river of the few to the love found again. All of it was the search, and you were always the answer. My love, good morning, life. I thank you for the light. Since the beginning, and now it is morning, and I am here, and you are here, and a glimpse in time, a soul that's kind, pure love, and fear no more. I searched since the beginning, and the beginning was now, toujours, always now. sad ones, absent ones, the vast majority are not here. Some are in the past, some are in a story that hasn't happened yet. And the bus engine keeps moving through a city full of people who forgot to board. Few are here and now, going unhindered on the road. The virtual is live, the phone is the new code. Réveillez-vous, awaken now, or you'll lose the wave again. Awaken now. No one is on the bus, the past is gone. No one is on the bus, the future's just a song. The time that passes when you're not here skips you. Awaken now. The snow is falling and no one says anything, and everything stays silent, and the wave won't wait. I think of childhood, when you woke up every day in joy, when every small thing gave you wings, when nothing blocked the way. And then the adolescence and the question, who am I? And the adults still looking back, still trying to reply. Learn again to enjoy the small things, to each breath listen and go along with the song. Nous ne vivons pas une éternité. This life ends and the time skips. The one who isn't present, learn as much as possible, as much as you live here on earth. No one is on the bus, but you can board. No one is on the bus, but there's still a road. Awaken now, the snow, the silence, the wave is here, is now. Is you. It is felt in the depth of the clear sky, and in the warmth of the open eye. Pure faith, a divine gift, and everything we have left. When the rumbling city wakes around you, and you look up and ask forgiveness from the open sky, your faith is wealth and happiness that no account can justify. The morning scent comes slowly to embrace the murmur and the whisper glow. La foi est facile à éteindre, but you feel it coming to heal and grow. Pure faith is wide and warm. Pure faith survives the storm, and the morning heals the the overnight, the unwelcome guest. Pure faith is all it takes to call the ones you love and feel the grace from above. We arrived without experience, like children learning how to walk clean, all of us, children of the living world, and clean we should remain in time and heart. I just want to hear the laughter in the wet grass, the joy that opens its eyes and laughs with everything it has. I gathered them all, the dark ones, I locked them in a box. May the heat of the sun send you in white, yellow rays, all the inner tumults to become quiet. Que la lumière des étoiles éclaire ton chemin, and all the chest filling becomes still, becomes clean. Pure faith, the divine gift that lifts the daily chest. Pure faith is not the golden things, but the morning scents, the whisper, the laughter in the grass that stays after everything else has passed. Ruins are the way to the deep inside. Transformation begins exactly where you broke. Feel the sweet, salty truth that walked through you and left, and only that revives the desire to be the one you truly want. Although you remain and meditate on the divine, do not betray yourself. La foi pure est richesse, pure faith is wealth, the wine of life we all have tasted every day. Feel grace and live now. Ruins are the way, not the ending. Ruins are the way where the light starts bending into the dark places where the soul refused to go before. Ruins are the door that only breaking opens, that only breaking opens. What does evolution mean? It's like beginning the revolution with yourself, turning your face to the divine. The depth of everything you know changes color, slowly turns white. You notice that the hallucinations made by your own mind begin to thin. The earth spins with you and you ask what keeps us here through the suffering. We learn what faith really means. Là où l'homme ne perçoit plus le divin commence, the mind had always been playing with behind the ruin, behind the door. From a high and cold building, down in the distance, the river passes. The trees are bare. You see them, you feel them, you exist beside them. From the glass, a small creature runs in the open, feels the treasure of the freedom, while I, in a small room, sit with the coffee warm in front of me. There is nothing scientific. Le silence est bon pour réfléchir. Silence is good for seeing what the noise cannot reach. The Danube below, and the bare trees, and the one who runs and doesn't know how watched and loved he is. The Danube below, and I am here, learning to listen more than I speak. Learning to hear the story underneath the story. Knowing how to listen means more than knowing when to talk. To really stand and listen, to really want to know. Only then you go deeper, only then the other lets you in. We are social beings, each in its own special way. And silence sometimes means you need time for the mind to run free to the field. A city where a tree finds its life among stones, in a market full of gates. Il y a une beauté dans ce que les yeux voient quand ils choisissent de voir vraiment. The Danube below passes as it always has. The bare trees know more than they're asked, and I, in my small room with the coffee warm, am learning to observe is where the story into areas the mind has not seen before. Building a huge puzzle, I live and feel everything intensely. I love the dreams, sometimes I'm only inert and listen to them. I wait for them to talk to me, for the Creator to tell me mysteries. And I plunge into a state that gets deeper and deeper. Et peut-être it is all imaginary, so I invite them to a waltz at dawn. The dream that tells the truth before the day has named it. The dream that tells the truth before the mind has claimed it. Sometimes in the night things are told that feel decipherable, viable and real. The dream that tells the truth already knew before I did. The soul does not want to listen to the theory of how it should behave. It stands up, it explains its reasons. It says loneliness is the one that hurts. A tightening on the warm chest, deep emerald water. The lonely mind in its dark corner teaches what no warmth can replace. The soul has its own mind. It doesn't answer to anyone. It wants to impose. It wants to impose and shyly says, be ready. You've dreamed enough. Be conscious and live today. L'âme a son propre chemin et les rêves le connaissent déjà. The dream that tells the truth waltzes at dawn with the one who listens before the morning is born. The dream that tells the truth already knew the road that waits for you. For you. For you. Where you put the wormwood rises in clear light. The bitter life is over. The sweetness of the morning stretches and embraces. Suddenly it encompasses everything in a warmth that was always waiting just beyond the fog. Clarity of the moon, clarity of the stars, they wonder themselves when your time will be to rise. La lumière seule nous sauve, only the light saves us from the gloom. lifts in the morning, and the clouds that were have disappeared. The fog lifts in the morning, and the universe becomes clear. Courage to open again, let the desire of love flow again in the veins. The fog lifts, and the sweet morning remains. You feel the warm and salty tear that tells you what you were in the past. You wake up now, and here it is time to rise. Emanate the light, the serenity. Believe in yourself and always be kind. The universe, a sweet window, opens now and smiles. Please enter light, penetrate deep into the soul. In my dreams, you are always there. Tell me, I wanna flow with you. Ta supremacy nous entoure. Your supremacy surrounds us. It raises us and descends us all at once, and the fog lifts again. The fog lifts in the morning, and the bitterness is over. The fog lifts in the morning, the light is coming closer. Courage to love again. The morning embraces everything. The fog lifts. The fog lifts. Two bodies gave themselves to something they couldn't name, and the melody between them asked nothing, only that they stop, only that they stop resisting. In the shadow of the turning hour, the place itself begins to feel. The ordinary people, bittersweet and real, arriving to be healed sans savoir, without knowing. This is the hour of surrender, when the body gives the mind a rest. This is the hour of surrender, where the small and ordinary are the most blessed. Closed eyes and the city spins. The night is turning into rhymes, and nothing lost and nothing found. Just the infinite freedom of the tango. echoes sound. A thought, a hand that touches the linear line of time, where warm and ordinary people find a sweet and simple rhyme. Inside, we are all here, brought and healed without fear, in the hour of surrender. L'heure de la reddition, when the compass of time stops its spin, and the dance becomes the prayer, and the prayer becomes the skin. This is the hour of surrender, where we grow through living, where the night is turning into something worth giving. Closed eyes, and everything feels more than before. When above it all, picture to your soul everything that's past maybe would have lasted, but going all the way, the mirror of the self goes deep into itself. Somewhere in the dark, a shining sense of spark, a mind of its own groove, that is the river of the few. The long-forgotten consciousness, with gods just playing chess. No wonder and no fear make the today appear. A moment in time, a song without a rhyme. The spirituality asks you, what do you do to treasure the present without making a bow? Le fleuve des vases is the one that knows what the many forget. The river of the few who live inside the moment. The river of the few who found what meaning meant when living souls are still the big entire will. Clears all the comment and the questions become clear, and the bliss is always near. The river of the few flows deep and true. We are all living souls in a world moved by fear, by rules of power, by the ones who make the honey for themselves. We need to search the light that lifts us up, the joy in every single one of us, and hold it as the most courageous act. The decisions that we take become the driver of the truth. Les décisions que nous prenons deviennent le fleuve forever of the few. Flows deep, flows true. As much as we wouldn't want it, the tumultuous will arrive. We are like the leaves against the wind, and it is how we learn to be alive. On the way, it is fundamental to be ourselves until the end, elemental, and to meet the earthquakes with the smoke and let them descend. Like the dust, they will sit down and dissipate, no matter how they come. Be able to see them as guides on the way of the twists that life has spun. Et remercie l'univers for the storm that came and went. The storm is a gift, even when you can't receive it. The storm is a gift, even when you don't believe it. The dust sits down, the smoke clears, and what remains is the higher self that navigated through the years, through the fears, and called them gifts. The soul chimera of forever, the eternal traveler, helps the body, our earthling, to avoid the falling, to pass the barrier of time. 'Cause every step we climb the stairs of universal evolution, feeding the inner resolution. What comes from outside cannot fill us. Reflect on yourself, have faith, have trust. Le pouvoir de l'esprit is the force that binds, and from inside the higher self is born. From the storm, from the storm. The storm is a gift, the dust is a guide. The dust is a guide. The higher self knows what the body tries to hide. The storm is a gift, and when it goes, what survives is what you are, is what survives. We put the minutes into boxes We closed the books of ages. We opened other doors of mind and whispered into many pages. Through the atoms of all of us, unified into the pure. We were where we will be again, travelers of stars for sure. Immortals and ephemerals at once, at the same glance. Eternity not yet arrived, but in consciousness we live and we die. Voyager of desert wild, travelers of the brain, and we will go again where we have already been. Travelers of stars and travelers of mind, immortal in spirit, ephemeral in kind. We've opened and closed the portal of the grain, and we are here again. Travelers of stars, of time, of brain, passing, always passing through. The past has passed, the years have passed, but something in the atom of us lasts. The small drops of white serenity, dropped in ephemerality. The ancient time of fractions and sublime interactions. The seconds and the matter touching all of us together. Unlimited, the verb to be, here and there, and somewhere we cannot yet name. Les voyageurs des étoiles, we return to what we always, always returning. Travelers of stars, of time, of brain, we were where we will be again. Immortal in spirit, passing through the grain. Travelers of stars again. Another island, another car, another season's coat to prove you are. What exactly? Tell me. What exactly? You walk among the buildings like a man inside a scene, forgetting what the inside has always been. And it's been there since before the wanting, since before the running started. You, the insatiable ones, what are you living for? The reconciliation you seek is not behind another door. Elle est en toi, depuis toujours. It's been inside you all along. What are you running after? When inside.
What are you running after?
When the peace you've always tried to buy, to find, to win was born in you, before the running began. The arrogance that makes us dry, the empty posture and the borrowed why. All the answers live in that antique place where the reconciliation has a face, and it is yours. It has always been yours.
In the sea of souls,
absorbed by